I've never played a Souls-like game before, except for the time in high school where I gave Dark Souls a try and gave up on the first boss, the Asylum Demon, I believe. And that was my first attempt, and I never played a game within the genre again. That is until Elden Ring came out in 2022, and I was enchanted by the world that was presented along with its art style. I was also intrigued, being a Game of Thrones fan, knowing that George R. R. Martin was involved with the creation and writing of this game. I was very excited to jump into the lands between. But I did have one problem. Souls games are very difficult, and if you remember correctly, I didn't have a very good track record with FromSoft titles. I put a couple hours into Elden Ring and struggled to defeat Margit, the first real boss. And unfortunately, I gave up. That was it. 2 years went by and I never really gave it a shot. It just sat in my games library. That is until the buzz and hype around Shadow of the Erdtree came to fruition this year. Many streamers were playing Elden Ring and having a great time or terrible time doing so, and myself, being a big fan of the Middle Ages and fantasy in general, I really wanted to give Elden Ring another shot. It did win Game of the Year after all, and it took a few days preparing and, doing some research, learning how to play this game, because I've never played a FromSoft game before, so I wanted to know how I could set myself up to succeed and not get my shit beaten in like the first time around. And now I'm addicted to Elden Ring.
Impressive.
Where do I begin with Elden Ring and my recent experience with it? Maybe the main reason I'm so intrigued with it and I love this game so much is because of the nature of its design. It's beautiful yet eerie. It's creepy yet precious. It's haunting yet stunning, all at the same time. And I've never played a game like that before. I've never experienced anything like that before. And if you've played many of these games before, that is something you may have experienced years ago. Now, Elden Ring is something that is special and unique, and it is the first open world title of its kind for many different reasons, but here's one. It masterfully intertwines diverse cultural influences throughout its world building. Mainly through its architecture and mythology, it seamlessly blends elements from European medieval themes, East Asian themes, and fantasy lore, creating a universe that's unbelievably unique. The game's landscapes of my favorite Gothic cathedrals, alongside the serenity of Zen gardens. The diversity is wild, but it also invites players to explore a world where these traditions collide. It always feels fresh and engaging, and that is truly special. Related to that is what I admire most, is that you get what you pay for here. Everything past your purchase is in your hands. It's up to you to explore this dangerous world. There is zero hand-holding, and that's something that I greatly admire. Now, if you don't acclimate yourself to this world, you will fail. And that is what happened to me when I first tried this game upon release. Elden Ring was my first, and I apologize if you're someone who's been playing it for the past 2 years. I'd imagine it's really annoying to listen to myself talk about this amazing game that you've known about this whole time, and you've probably been preaching this whole time. But myself, being someone who has a gaming YouTube channel, had to make a video on Elden Ring, and I'm definitely going to continue to make more. I'll always remember the first time Elden Ring clicked for me, and now I'll always remember the first time it didn't click for me, and how I should have just stayed committed to it and kept trying. I'll continue playing, I'll continue enjoying it, because it's something that requires you to find the patience within yourself. And that's really special to find within a game. It takes discipline, and I'll admit I didn't have discipline when it came to my first attempt at the game, but you gotta buckle up for it. Now I'll leave you guys with one question, and let me know down in the comments. For those of you who have been acclimated to Souls-like games for many years now, what game should I try next within the From Software catalog once I do complete Elden Ring? If Elden Ring was someone's first entry in the Souls-like genre, what direction would you put them in after they've completed Elden Ring? I want you to tell me in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, happy gaming.